Hey everybody, this is Drew with Guitar Player University. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm going to show you how to play Silent Night on guitar. Basically, the challenges we're going to face here are playing melodies and chords, and this is a topic that we've been discussing over the past few weeks on GPU. The trick with Silent Night, we're going to be playing it in the key of C. Most of the melody can be played while we play the chords. In other words, we'll get close-ups of all this, so don't worry, but I'm just going to play a little bit up for you. Notice how I keep the chord shape the whole time? Minus the second finger, which moves to get the melody notes. Same with the G. So I'm just lifting off a finger of the G chord to get the melody. So a lot of this is chord melody, and we're going to get some close-ups to show you how to play this and some tabs to help you out. But let's take a closer look at this. Alright, the first thing we need to play is our C chord in open position. And we're just going to start by strumming the whole thing. Now I prefer to use my thumb for all this. You can also play this whole song with a pick. I just like the way the thumb sounds. And it's easier to pick out specific strings with the thumb, which is what we're going to have to be doing fairly shortly. So just start out the tune by strumming your C chord all the way through. Now what I want you to do is move your second finger down a string to the second fret of the G. And just play that one fret. And again, that's the second fret of the G. We have our second finger. And we're going to just pluck with our thumb that one single string. And now pluck open G. Now try doing those three things again. We have the full chord, then the second fret on the G with our second finger, and then open G, and repeat. You can hear that's the very beginning of Silent Night. And you repeat that twice. Now we move into our G open chord. And again, we're going to use the one that has 3 and 4 down here. You basically just strum the chord twice. Now lift off your third finger. And that'll give us the melody note. And again, strum the G twice, then lift off your third finger. Move back to C. Now when you strum through the C, just strum down to the B string. Try not to hit the very bottom string. That's because on that B string we're playing a C and that's our melody note. And we're just going to pluck the first fret of the B string and then the open G. So again we have the chord, B string, G. Alright, so let's just recap what we have so far. So we're starting with our C, strumming it once. Move the second finger down. Repeat. Now move to the G chord with the third and fourth finger. Lift off the third finger. Back to the C. Alright, so we got that much so far. Now we're going to move into our infamous F chord. Now if you want, you can get away with not barring your first finger and just playing the D, G, and B string, not hitting the very bottom string. You strum it twice with your thumb. Now on the B string, we just pluck that one string. We got the first fret with our first finger. Lift off your first finger to open, and then play the G string, because it has our second finger on it, so it's like strum twice. So let's try that again because we're going to be repeating this part. Again, it's F chord twice. Now we're just picking the B string. We got our first finger on the B string. Open B, second fret of the G, and now we move into the G chord. Or I'm sorry, the C chord. And it's basically the same as the very beginning. Remember that? So that was just strumming the C chord, moving the second finger down a string like we did in the very beginning of the song, playing the second fret of the G, open G, and back to the C chord. Alright, so that's the same. Just repeat that. But it's coming from this F, so let me play that part again. Both those parts repeat. Okay? So far so good. Now we have our G twice. Now at this point we do have to kind of lift our fingers off the guitar because we're going to play our first fret of the E string, open E string, open B string, into the C chord once, into an A minor chord, back to C, picking the open G, the second fret of the D, into G, one strum, and now we have to lift off our fingers again, third finger on the third fret of the D, open D string, and end on C. Woo! Pretty crazy, right? Alright, I'm just going to play through the whole thing slowly. There you go. There's Silent Night. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.